Cooking with Kaya is just another example that y'all ain't really girls. And I just love how y'all keep exposing y'allself that the girls thing ain't real. I've been saying the girls thing wasn't real for a long time, and everybody thought that I was just being mean. But now everybody's finally getting to see that I wasn't being mean. I was being honest. It's not real. Y'all are mad, and I'm gonna say jealous at the fact that there's a bunch of men making videos talking about how attractive this Cooking with Kaya girl is. And she is a nice looking girl with a nice natural body. And y'all are sitting up talking about, I don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. Let me sit you down and look you in your face when I tell you this. It's not for you to get the hype. It's not for you, right? If men are getting online and saying that they find her to be attractive, you questioning why they find her attractive is weird. These men keep telling y'all that they like natural women. They want a naturally attractive girl with a nice fit body. She fits all of that. She got a nice natural face. She got a nice natural body, right? But y'all are so hung up and so brainwashed by these BBL outrageous proportioned bodies that you just find it so hard to believe that men could just like a natural fit body. Like you can't fathom that because you're so brainwashed that you think that out of proportion body is what everybody want because that's what you want. That's what you think look good, right? You think all that makeup with them bust down wigs is what everybody want because that's what you like, right? You like that Jada way to look. You like that Ari look. So you assume that that's what every man must fantasize about. No, it's not. It's not. And they keep telling y'all that. But again, because y'all are still so silly and stupid that you keep mixing in what men like to sleep with, what men lust after versus what men actually like. Because you still can't separate that in 2024, you still keep defaulting to this BBL bust down Instagram baddie look as being every man's dream. And it's not, it's your dream. You want to look like those girls. You want to be those girls, and you're projecting it onto men.
So if you guys aren't familiar with Cooking with Kaya is she's on Instagram too. She started off on Instagram. And now she has transitioned to TikTok, and she basically makes content where she like cooks and dances, essentially. And she does like provocative things, you know what I'm saying, in the videos. Now, Miss Dane here is trying to triangulate women, like girls. She's trying to triangulate girls against girls, right? Against like a woman like Kaya. And she is being willfully obtuse to what girls mean, right? Like that. What does that phrase actually mean? Let's get into Kaya's content first before we talk about anything else. Because I think for the people that may not know who she is, you need to see what Kaya does for you to understand what I'm about to say.
1, 2, Kaya's coming for you. Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do. Welcome to another video. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
So that is what Kaya does. That is essentially what her content is. And I mean, she cooks though. Like usually she shows videos of herself actually making the meal or whatever. And she does lives and stuff like that where she's cooking, right? Now, people have been coming out, women have been coming out and they've had a negative reaction to Kaya and her content, right? Dane is trying to act like women are being fake. You know, the women who call themselves girls are being fake because they are calling out a woman, which that's not what being a girl is about, right? You can be a girl and call out women. You're actually supposed to do that if you consider yourself to be a girl, because you're supposed to call out anybody that is problematic, for women, essentially, right? Now, Kaya makes this type of content. And if you guys didn't catch it, the part that women actually are upset about is when she says that you guys need to go make your husband or make your boyfriend or make your man a plate before I do, or make him a meal before I do, or wake up and cook your man breakfast before I do, or whatever the case may be, right? That is the problem that the women have. So Kaya is cosplaying as a pick-me to pander to men, right? I don't know if Kaya is actually a pick-me. I honestly don't know. I don't know what her personal life is, but she is cosplaying as a pick-me to pander to men. Women, girls in this case, what Dane and Dane was talking about, girls took umbrage with that because they're like, girl, get out of here with that pick-me shit, right? That's all it is. And then Dane and Dane are trying to flip that around and be like, y'all not really girls because you're not protecting, or you guys aren't uplifting this girl. Like, that's not, like, why do I have to explain this to a woman? Like, you should know this, right? Like, this is crazy. But yeah, Kaya is not a girl's girl. Kaya would be considered a pick-me. So essentially, it would be like black people calling out Candace Owens, or calling out Herschel Walker, right? For being a coon, for being a sellout, right? That is essentially what Kaya is to women. Kaya is a sellout to women in the eyes of women. And she is pandering to men, right? And it ultimately could lead to violence and other things against women. I know people don't follow this stuff. They don't understand how content like Kaya's actually leads to violence against women, but that's another topic for another day. And that is what the girls are clocking. Now, fast forward, right? What the women are saying about Kaya, they're talking about her looks and right? They're upset. I'm not making up an excuse. I'm saying they could probably go about it in a better way. Like, I'm not going to deny any of that stuff. But the reason why they are upset is because of the reasons that I stated, and that's the most important thing to remember. Now, that brings me to what men are saying and what men are doing, right? This is what the girls, this is what they were talking about. This is what they're saying. They're like, look at how men are trying to triangulate Kyla against us. They're trying to use her to be like, see, she's the standard for women, and why ain't y'all like Kaya? That's pretty much what's happening, right?
Cooking with Kaya got the girls in a tizzy. Huh? Cooking with Kaya got the girls in a tizzy. Huh? If y'all don't know what's going on, Cooking with Kaya, she make plates, okay? Young little sis, cool beans, the dudes like her. Okay?
I love how the men don't really talk about what she really does. Like I said, she makes plates. Is that really it? I know women, not personally, but I know I've seen women on this app do what Kaya does, right? Make plates and twerk, and they are beautiful. And I see I've looked at the comments, and it'd be a bunch of women in the comments like, you go, girl, do your thing, girl. That looks so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what are you talking about? Women don't give a fuck that women be supporting women that cook. What are you talking about? I wouldn't be shocked if the woman that I'm talking about, the one that I'm thinking of on IG, she has a girlfriend, she be cooking. I wouldn't be shocked if her following was 60 to 70% female. I would not be shocked by that one fucking bit, because she seemed like she do it for the girlies. Low key. But if she were, even though she twerking and all that, nobody cares about that. Nobody cared if she bad. Like, women aren't jealous of her. Like, there ain't none of that shit. There's none of that going on. And the men are not being honest, nor is Dane or any other person that is saying, like, I don't know what the whole hubbub is about.
Okay? But y'all missing the point. Y'all saying it's that simple to make a man a plate and shake a little something? That's all we damn want. You think we out here really goddamn working 75,000 hours a week?
I don't think men are working 75,000 hours a week. I think men are working like 48 to 55 hours a week like everybody else is. I think that 25% of married men are breadwinners. I think 19% of married women are breadwinners. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I think men and women be working. 70% of married women work. You keep going down the line. So no, I don't think that that's what the thing is. The thing is that women like Kaya represent a specific demographic of women, right? They are the women that they represent. The get down is you are a utility. You are there to serve that man. You are there to cook for that man. You are there to clean for that man. You are there to have that man's kids. You are there to raise that man's kids. And you are there to have sex with that man on command. And that is dangerous for women. That is abusive to women. And that is what they are fighting against. And y'all don't see it because well, I mean, I don't expect a man like this to see it, but the people that are going against it, they don't understand that all of this stuff ultimately leads to violence against women. It ultimately leads to abuses of women, right? And it may come off as innocuous, but Kaya being like soft porn, she's softcore porn, right? To me, she's softcore porn. She's the porn you would catch on HBO Max late at night, right? Back in the day. She's softcore porn, right? But all porn, or not all, but the vast majority of porn that is consumed and made is basically just women catering to men's needs, right? It's women in submissive roles, men in domineering roles, right? That is what Kaya represents. And me personally, I wouldn't have that much of an issue with Kaya. Well, I don't have an issue with Kaya. Let me be honest. I have an issue with her content, right? Like I can see why other people have an issue with their content. I wouldn't necessarily make a video nagging it or whatever the case may be, because it is basically just blowing her up even more. And I just feel like if that's not what you want to do, then you shouldn't give her that attention, right? But whatever. This, to me, I'm just telling the whole story. So I'm mentioning her, but I don't care. But I wouldn't have that much of a problem with Kaya if she took her shit to OnlyFans and put it up behind a paywall, right? Where men actually had to pay for her shit to consume her content, and it was what it was, right? Because I don't know. I've never been on an OF page. You know what I'm saying? Personally, but I've consumed porn. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men do, and we know porn is destructive and dangerous for the human brain, especially the male brain, right? But I feel like it wouldn't be as big of a problem if it was off, like if it wasn't so visible. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think the reach are also a part of the problem, because she got 900,000 followers. Her views are getting 10 million views. And by the way, Kaya would not be getting anywhere near those views without the negative backlash, without the women, the girls calling her out, right? That's the thing. We blew up her brand, right? Those, the people who are going at her or whatever, you blew up her brand. Whatever, it happens, right? But I understand why. That's what I'm saying. I'm just here to give clarity to the situation. I completely understand why a bunch of women took umbrage with Kaya's content.
To come home and you talking about you want to fly to Colombia and get your body done, and we don't even like how I feel when you come back, huh? And you come back on your stomach. Come on now. All of that BBL stuff, that's over. You see all of these stars? They saying they regret every move of it, huh? Y'all don't want to cook. Y'all don't want to take care of no dude. No, I'm the prize. No, both of y'all the prize. And y'all wonder why men like, dang, I like Kaya. Okay? Now, this is not to the sisters.
The women don't wonder why men like Kaya. Women aren't stupid. They know exactly why. That's why they're calling her out. They're like, y'all just like her because she's pandering to you. Which goes back to something that I say about men constantly, that men love to get pandered to. And men pander to other men, like this dude is doing right now. Like, men love that shit. Men hate the truth.
That take care of their household, because them not the ones that I see up there complaining, honestly. It's the ones that they post designer every week. Huh? They out with their friends all the time. It's not the ones that's in book club that's telling y'all, oh, I read this good book, y'all. Oh, me and my husband just went on vacation. Those ain't worried. Huh? It's the ones that's out here, and you think if a man got a regular paying job and he a mechanic, all of a sudden he not good enough for you. Huh?
And there it goes. And that's what this is about. And that's what I'm saying about men. You're not slick. That's what it's about. Look, let's listen to it again. Watch. What does he say?
You think if a man got a regular paying job and he a mechanic, all of a sudden he not good enough for you?
So, like I always say, when it comes to the women that these men love to act like they don't like, and like he just listen, he been screaming at the women this whole time. We don't like them BBLs and we don't like all that. Okay, cool. Then he turns around and says, okay, all the women who have that stuff, now you guys think that you're not good enough for a mechanic. You think you're not good enough for a garbage man, huh? Right? So what is he ultimately trying to say and do? He is trying to use Kaya, right? He is trying to use Kaya. He's trying to triangulate Kaya against women who have work done, who are extremely attractive to men, that most men want and covet and obsess over, right? He's trying to get those women to lower their standards to be with regular men like him. And I'm not saying he the funny thing is this man claims he's married. He said, my wife, this is what you're going to see later. He's married, allegedly, right? Okay, cool. So let's say he's not talking for it. So who are you fucking making the case for? Like I said, pandering for other men, protecting other men. Like that's all y'all do. This shit is hilarious. He said exactly what it was. That's the dead giveaway right there.
And your lights go off every 2 weeks. Okay. Them the ones that got a problem with Kaya. Kaya that's kept, I ain't worried about it. No, my wife ain't worried about it. Because I looked at that plate and I said, that's a Tuesday.
If you ain't worried about it, why are you on here making a video about it? Long video at that.
Not gonna lie, okay? Definitely ain't Sunday material. But listen, little sis can cook. Not taking nothing away from her, but I'm just saying, the women that's not bothered is the ones that's doing what they supposed to be doing for their men. I know I'm about to get chewed up in these comments.
It's not that. It's the women that understand that the shit Kaya is doing, it's some pandering pick me shit. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I personally, like I said, I don't have much of a problem with what Kaya is doing. I'm not on the hate train for Kaya, of course I understand why people are upset. Like, what the hell are we talking about? That's crazy. Men are using women like Kaya. They're using women like Dane to try to get, they just basically want access to more women. That's all this is about. And that's exactly what this dude said. He said the quiet part out loud. It's all about getting women who wouldn't look, a certain demographic of men, it wouldn't look their way, trying to get those women to settle for those men. That's all it is. That's all it is. And there are some women out here who's clocking that shit. That's it. It ain't they mad because women got BBLs and it ain't got nothing to do with none of that stupid shit.